Alrighty, I believe we're good. Just getting a few things checked here. There we go. Alright, how is the audio? Is the audio alright? I haven't live streamed in a little bit here, so getting everything back to normal. But yeah, welcome. Tonight we're going to be playing on Real Mah Jongg. My application Mahjong Time hasn't implemented the new card yet. I thought this would be a good way to play against kind of computers, just to kind of get a feel for the card before you start playing against the newer people. It's been a while since the last live stream. I'm trying to remember. Gosh, the last one was like, was it? Oh Lord, had to be a while ago, like 6 months, right? Back in September of last year. Um, it's been a bit, yeah. Had a fun tournament experience in the middle there. We went to the one in Scottsdale, Arizona, through Mahjong Fever. That one was actually super fun. Didn't do the best, but again, there were a lot of factors that probably played into my performance. First tournament in person, and as well as not knowing the card as well as I should have. But yeah, also a lot of people there were super good at the game. Probably been playing it for a while too. So that could have also played into it as well. Also, my luck on the verge of getting a pick, and I just never seem to get it. But yeah, it was a very fun experience. And those online tournaments definitely performed some help for in person, but probably by midnight should be up on the channel. Midnight Pacific time. On Pacific time, so it's like 5:11 right now. Yeah, so probably by like 8 or whenever the stream ends. Honestly, depends on how much fun I'm having, but we're gonna have a blast tonight because we're playing with the new card. So yeah. Okay, so my first impressions of this card was actually really good. I was really happy with the Winds and Dragons hands because last year they just seemed to lack, and it just I don't know. Uh, Whoops, I don't know what that was. But yeah, the Winds and Dragon hands look a lot better than they did last year. I remember last year, I um I wasn't a huge fan of them. Complaining, but they were devastated. There wasn't a news hand in any like numbers. That news hand under any like numbers was so popular. Everyone loved that hand. Well, if you look closely at the card, you can tell that there actually is a news hand under Winds and Dragons. It's the fourth hand down. It does have news and it has any like odd or even numbers. So basically, it is any like numbers with news. You just have an additional north and an additional south with two less flowers. So news is still on the card. It's just under Winds and Dragons. And yep. And uh, that it is not muted. So, but yeah, the news and any like numbers hand is on the card, and they did just make a small few revisions. They just added a north and a south, and they took away the two flowers, which actually is a lot easier in my opinion because getting a hold of two flowers, we all know pair flowers, people don't throw them out, is super hard. So yeah, so news with any like numbers is on the card, fourth hand down. It I mean, it's any like odd or even numbers, so that's any like numbers, and then you just have news, but you just don't have the flowers, and you have two more wins added on there. So, still a pretty easy hand. I actually think it's easier to get, but that's my opinion. But yeah, I thought that was hilarious because people, first impressions, they don't really take a deep dive into the hands. Also, I was a huge fan. The flowers and dragon hand came back on the card. That one was in the 20, trying to think of it 2019. I think that was the card that had it, but it was like just flowers, dragons, and then a consecutive run. And that's probably one of my favorite hands. When I first started, that was probably one I tried to go to the most. Um, but yeah, this card has a lot of potential. I'm loving it. It's going to be a good year. Um, so yeah, it's going to be a good year. And then again, with my review, I'll go more in depth about the hands and stuff. But that was the biggest takeaway from the card was people were wondering where, no news with any like numbers, but there is a news with any like numbers. So you just have to look at the card better. So let's get into a game here. What we're gonna do is we're playing against computers, so it's gonna be a little bit of a slower gameplay for me on my side because
First
I
right.
haven't really had a lot of play with the new card. But we're just gonna talk about some hands. It's almost like I'm playing in a tournament wise, where I talk about my passes, my play, and everything else. It's just gonna be a little slower because I have to look at the card this time and just take a deep dive into it because I don't want to miss a hand. Um, and you can follow along. You can pause the video, look at a hand. And figure out what you would have passed. And again, if I do pass something that you wouldn't have passed, put it in the comments section. That is a good thing to take note of those if you are new to watching me play. I play risky. And the only reason I do that is because there is only one objective at the end of the game, and that is to win. And in order to win, I need to get everything out of my hand and give it to people that want it so they can give me the tiles I want. That seems to work most of the time, but again, sometimes it just is the luck of the draw. You don't get the tiles you need, or the pairs that you need get thrown out because people weren't passing them. Again, that's the name of the game. But again, safe passing, I don't really look for that because then I start breaking opportunities, and I don't like doing that. So let's take a look here, though. So our starting hand has a lot of jokers. Wow, 3 of them. And then we do have a flower, and looks like a lot of odd numbers. So if you do remember from 2020, the 1335555779999 hand was actually on this card. So it's great to see that return. I love that hand. Last year's concealed 13579 hand was terrible, in my opinion. But yeah, let's look at what we can do here. So I think I'm going to get rid of the wins to start here, just because they don't really do anything for me. If I had a 5, I might be considering the noose hand, but we do have a flower. So it's looking like we could do a 35719. No, well, that doesn't really complement these fives. So 6 hand down, 13135. Just depends on what we get past here. I'm just trying to think, what one do I want to get rid of here? Probably the 9, right? Yeah, probably the 9. But then if we draw a 7, bam. Oh, I know, it's telling me to already pass. I'm taking too long. If we draw a 7, bam, though, we could do 5, 7, 7, 9 potentially. But let's get rid of the 9 bam for now, and let's see where we're going.
Across.
All right, so it looks like we got 6 dot. That could be nice if we get something. We could maybe do a 5, 6, 7 hand. Again, that helps with that, but it really doesn't complement anything in our hands. So I'm going to get rid of the 2, complement these 5. Since we already have 3 of them, we're sticking with it. Is over your far right tiles. Oh, yes. Okay. This, I'm actually going to hide, I'm trying to think where I can put this box so it doesn't hide anything. Let's put it in the top right. Does that sound okay? Top right? Let's try that. Yeah, on Mahjong time, it's always in the bottom right because that's where the box thing is and it doesn't cover the hand. I apologize. We'll see if that fixes it. Let's see, does that fix it? I know it was like right over the 8 bam, but let's try the top right. Does that work? Okay, so it should be on the top right. All right. So now that we got that moved, let's get back to the game. So yeah, so we're gonna try and play little odds, maybe 1-3-3-5. That would be actually, yeah, that's a really optimal hand.
First left.
So 2-8-6. Ah, okay, there's another 9. Don't really know what this green dragon could do for us in this case. Yeah, it really doesn't have any potential. So we're going to get rid of the dragon in the wind. A little risky there, but again, I haven't seen any winds going around besides just 1 or 2, if that. So let's just get rid of that. And then, these 9s, that 1-3-3-5 hand was looking really good. So let's stick with it. Let's pass that, yeah.
Second left.
All right, and there's there's some wins. Wow. So let's see, and here's a 1 dot. So we could maybe do a 1-3-5 flower hand, but again, I don't want to bank on a pair of flowers, but we do have 1, so we could potentially go there. But again, I'm just gonna pass it and hope for the best. All right, so here's a 9 bam and a 5 dot and an east wind. Which, again, not really what we're looking for.
Last right.
All right, and there is a 5 bam. That is good. We'll get rid of the 9, 6, and the 2. Again, on the 9 crack, that would have been good for the concealed hand at the bottom of the card. The only issue that I have with that card at the moment is, again, 5, 7, 9. We don't really have the potential for that, so let's see. So yeah, let's get rid of that.
Optional across.
Okay, optional across. Let's get rid of a north, a west, and a 1. All right. And there's the 7. So yeah, if we would have kept that 9, the 9, we might have been able to do that concealed hand at the bottom. But again, no worries. It happens. But with 3 5s, I didn't want to, get rid of that because that rarely ever happens. So let's get rid of the 9 bam here.
9 crack.
Okay, so 9 crack we don't want.
East.
And east we don't want.
9 bam.
9 bam. Oh, it's going to do this for every tile. Oh, wow, this is going to be annoying. Guess I just have to hover over the skip button.
8 dot.
But so potentially
bam.
looking at the third hand down, pun, 4, 4. So that's a 2 bam. We'll pass. Thank you.
5 dot.
5 dot. We will pass. That's a safe discard.
1 bam.
Ooh. Now, do we call this? I think super early on, but it would lock us in. If we don't call it, what are our options? Let's see. So if we don't lock that in right now, what would our options be? I don't really think flowers in the 1-3-5-7-9 category do anything with our hand. So yep, we're gonna call it. So this one you actually place your tiles, which is nice. Let's get rid of the 5 dot.
5 dot.
Let's keep this 7 because I haven't seen those going around. So someone may need them.
4 crack.
Could be a potential joker bait tile. All right, there's a flower. So we can safely get rid of a flower.
3 crack.
Oh, now this is interesting. So we have 1. Let's skip it for now.
9 dot.
That way we don't expose
Green.
what we're going with. But if we called the
7 bam.
3, we would have been
4
dead
bam.
on this. And
Soap.
I want this 5 to come
Sub.
through, but I highly doubt it. Okay, there's another flower, darn it. So
Flower.
yeah, that bottom hand, we would have
7
might have
bam.
held the 1
Call.
dot for the 1-3,
1
1-3,
dot.
5. Yeah. I was thinking about that hand too, Roberta, but the only issue is I didn't see any 3 hand as a potential as well with the 1 dot. So, all right, and there is a 5 bam that we do not need, but if we played that concealed hand, it would have been a great pick. So, 6 crack has yet to go out, so let's get rid of the
7 crack.
crack there.
6 bam.
And there's 6, and they
Soap.
didn't want that. Ooh.
West.
3 sevens could be that top hand, but it could be a lot of other things too. So let's get rid of the 2s. Yeah.
2 crack.
Get rid of those early on.
2 bam.
There we go.
North. Green.
And
North.
another wind.
4 bam.
And again, these are bots,
West.
but they do play hands and they do
9
win. It's almost like playing against a real person, but and there's our 3. That was clutch. We'll take it. So I'm gonna keep the 5s here. Just 6. Yeah, let's get rid of
6
this
crack.
right now.
3 dot.
I was gonna say if we get a
2 dot. 3 dot.
okay, so this player could be playing a lot of hands, but it's too soon to tell. 4 dot has not gone out yet, so let's get rid of the 5 bam
5
here.
bam. Call.
Oh,
3 dot.
And no joker. Darn it. That's all right. East has not gone out yet. Let's get
East.
rid of it.
5 crack.
Actually, it has once. Okay, 5. So we will call the 5.
Call.
And that is our con. Okay, and then let's get rid of
5
that.
bam. Sub. 8 bam.
Okay.
Green.
And there's another 3. Wow. So we're on
4
call
dot.
for Maj already.
7 crack.
We need a 3 bam
3
or a
bam.
3 crack, and that is Mahjong.
Mahjong.
Very nice. So 1-3, 3-5. Pretty simple hand. Play what's comfortable. Let's see what the bots were doing here. 2-4-6. Looks like they were kind of all over the place. What was this player doing? 5-7, 7-9. Yeah, okay. Which actually, if they had jokers, they were kind of far away. Then again, these are bots, so the passing. I don't know how Charleston passing works with them, but they do win. They do win. It's just now this one 2-4-6-8. This hand looks like it was they were trying. They had a lot of potential with this hand. They could have done a lot of options. 2-2-4-6-8, 4-6-8, 8-8. Yeah. Okay. So they just didn't. I don't know if they didn't pass well or what, but okay. Good to know what the bots are. But I don't know how you play against real people on here yet. I haven't really learned this software, but very nice. Okay, so our next hand, let's take a look. So we got some flowers. We got 1 joker. It's always nice to have 1, better to have 1 than none. But again, we did start off with a lot of 3 dots. That's big. And then we have east, south, 8. Probably going to get rid of the 8. Because again, I play around this, and 8 and 3 don't really mix well together. I don't even think they do. And let's see. So then, so 3-6-9 has a strong potential here. If we look over at our card, north and south and east and west have 1, 2, 3. That could be an option. So I think we're gonna have to pass 2 8s, which is kind of, in some people's eyes, risky. But again, I don't know what else I would get rid of. Maybe a win, but you never know. And then let's see, the 7. Yeah, let's get rid of 7 8 8. High numbers.
Across.
Okay, so actually there did pay out, but I did get a 2 dots. So again, this 2 bam's probably gonna go. I think, right? We could. Let me think here, because we have flowers. Hmm. What were we? 1 2 3. Oh, okay. I was like, what hand was I playing again? I wasn't really looking there. This 9 we're definitely gonna get rid of, I think. And then we want to keep the east in case we get a west. And then 2 bam, I think, right? Yeah. Oh, we could play that one down there with the 1 2 2 2 3, but I'm gonna keep this for
First
any
left.
like numbers. And there we go. That's a lot of wins, but again, the wins with numbers, we would need a dragon, and the flowers don't really mix. Last year I believe it was flowers, numbers, wind, and the dragons weren't up there. But I don't know if there's a hand that has winds, flowers, and dragons that would fit our hand besides the consecutive run. Or I'm sorry, flowers, winds, and numbers. There's not really a hand on this card that mixes those amazing, especially when it comes to like a consecutive run. We have news, but again, that doesn't have the 2 flower combination that we would be looking for. But again, we could go singles and pairs potentially, but that's, why do that? So I guess just keep the east maybe. Yeah. Let's do
Second
it.
left.
All right, and there's our west. So that's good for us. So we have east, west, 1 2 flower, flower, 1 2 3. Yeah, that's the hand that I was originally looking at, but then once I started building up on the east, I'm like, But again, these flowers, we'd have to sacrifice because we basically already have this hand going for us. So I hate passing flowers, but because thinking realistically, no one else is probably playing wins, and this hand we already have the single. We'd need a pair, and we already have the 3 of them. So if it's the last tile in the game, we get benefited there, and then we just need to get one more west. So let's get rid of a
Across.
flower. All right, so that did not do anything to help us, so we're gonna continue on.
Last right.
I hate passing flowers, but it's just how it's
Optional
gonna
across.
work. There's a dragon, but again, that doesn't really match to the dots there, so no real potential. Oh, and there's a west. Oh, and a 3. Oh, wow. Okay. And we're always east wind on this one, so which is interesting there.
6
Let's get rid
crack.
of the 6 there. We're basically
South.
set. Wow.
7 bam.
We just need a 2
5
dot,
bam.
and hopefully no one's playing a year hand.
5 bam. 4 bam.
But if they are, we can
Crack.
still switch to
6 dot.
our original game plan, which is good. 1 3 5. Now on the card, it has 1 3 5 dragon, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah. Okay.
5 dot.
So that's a safe pass.
4 crack.
Or discard.
North.
right, so
Red.
we're looking for east, west, or we're looking to pick up a pair of twos. There's another
5
5.
dot. Soap.
There's a soap. That's good. Get
9
rid of
dot.
those.
8 crack.
And there's a 3
3
crack.
crack.
It's already been out once.
5 crack. Green.
So it definitely looks like
2 crack.
someone might be playing 2, 4, 6, 8 in BAMs because there's not really any low BAMs or lower BAM numbers out besides the 4. There's a north. That's good to go.
North. 6 crack. Soap. 1 dot.
There's another soap, and there's our 1, but we're not going to need that. Ooh, okay. So that's interesting. So we picked up a soap. I know there's 2 out, but in the 1, 3, 5 hand, it only require. Well, then we would need our 5 dot back. So what about 1, 2, 3 dragon flower? That could work. So I guess, let's think about this here. So this would be good if we did a flower dragon hand, but again, we're just so far out of there that it's just
7
not gonna
dot.
work for
Call.
us. Okay, so
8
they called
dot.
7s. Huh.
4 BAM.
Okay. Very interesting there. 5. Let's get rid of
5 crack.
those. 5 and
4
6 are
dot.
your pairs for the consecutive
1
run
BAM.
hand. So
9 BAM.
and 2 dot hasn't gone out yet, so I'm getting a little nervous about that. Just slightly nervous about it. But let's see, red hasn't gone out yet, has it? Or is that? Oh, yeah, that's a red right there. Okay.
5 dot.
Oh, unlucky. They got the 7.
4 dot. 4 crack.
Okay, so let's see. 4 BAM has been out twice.
4 BAM.
So
2 crack.
like,
2 BAM.
where's
3 BAM.
Oh, and there's another east. That's good. That builds that up. So let's get rid of
3
the
dot.
3 dot here. Just hope and pray
2
that
BAM.
the 2 dot we pick one up.
9 BAM.
We really need that. That's like the one thing
1
we need
BAM.
right now. It's a 2 dot. Ooh, the 7 has gone out once. So
7
let's
BAM.
see. Does anyone want it? Oh,
1 crack.
all right.
5 BAM. Sub.
There's a 3, and that's been out. Yep.
3 crack. 6 BAM. Green. 6 crack.
Yeah, lower dots. There's not been any 2 dots out, which I have 1, but 2 BAMs, those are out. 2 cracks, though. We haven't seen any 2. Well, there's. Oh, okay, there's 2 of them. So, yeah, lower dots, though. I mean, most of I have most of the lower ones, but oh, and there we go. All right, so we are on call
Flower.
officially now for a 2 dot
5 crack.
to win us the game.
7 BAM. 2 BAM.
Oh, I heard 2. There's another
Flower.
flower.
Red. 3 crack. 7 BAM.
Ooh, that's been out
8 crack.
once.
Soap. 6 crack. 4 crack. 9 crack. Call.
Ooh.
1 crack.
Now, let's... I knew this was going to happen. In these kind of cases, what I do is I'll just throw out a tile I don't need. So, for this sake, we're going to throw out the east.
East. 9 dot. Green. 6 dot.
Another
Flower.
flower. Wow.
Mahjong.
Oh, and I threw into someone playing a hand. Wow, very nice. Whoa. Oh, so this player was pretty close too. They were doing flower 7-9. What were they doing? Flowers 7-9. I don't really know what this hand could have been. If I'm missing something, let me know. I'm looking up at Quince here. I'm not really seeing anything. 7, 8, 9. But again, they were just missing the 8 crack. But it looks like our 1 dot was still in the wall, or 2 dot was still. Oh, they had 1. Okay. And they were playing the concealed hand 1, 3, 5, 5, 7, 9. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they were playing that mixed hand where they have 1 bam, 3 bam, 5 crack, 7 dot, 9 dot. Oh yeah, that's actually exactly what they probably could have been going for. And there was the 8 that this player needed. But the winning hand was, let's see, 2 flowers, 2, 4, 6, 8, 8, 8. Very nice. And then 2, 4, 6, 8, 8, 8. I believe that is the 2, 4, 6. That is a concealed hand on the bottom of 2, 4, 6, 8. Very nice. Wow. Alrighty. Let's play again. Okay. So it looks like we're starting off here with nothing, no multiples in this category, but we got some wins and dragons and flowers. So it looks to me like winds and flowers kind of match in a sense, but the dragons and winds and flowers don't really have a category, I would say. So let's see what I want to do here. We got 3, 7, 8. Yeah, this you could go any direction and just, hope for the best. Let's play uppers tiles. So let's get rid of a 1. We do have some 3, 6, 9 potential. Any like numbers too? Do we have any multiple numbers that are similar? We do not. So maybe a 4 and then 8.
Across.
All right, so there is another flower and a dragon. But again, it just, so I think what I should do here is build up maybe on the consecutive run hand and then get rid of these cracks because they're not really going to do me anything here from what I'm seeing. But north, south, dragons. So we could play the bottom concealed hand, but again, that would get rid of these flowers. Maybe build 2022. Green, red, 2022. We don't have the red though. And then that would, yeah, see, that's the one thing about this card is now I know flowers, dragons, and winds don't match on anything. Which is nice because then they're gonna go around more, kind of in a way. So this is a decision here. Think we should try and stay with our game plan, get rid of the cracks, and then try and build up on just wins.
First left.
And there's another green and a west. Okay. So, yeah, I guess just build up and see if dragons or winds build up quicker, I guess. And then that will determine what category we're going to. 1 and then a 9.
Second left.
All right, 1, 2. We could keep that. So that could be 5, 6, 7, dragon, flower. but I don't have any multiples yet. So,
Across.
and there's another red. Beautiful. So we got 5s. So any like numbers potentially, but that well, flowers, dragons are opposite though. So we could do the red dragon, but again, 5s, no multiples, so we're just gonna have to get rid of them and
Last
play a
right.
winds and dragon hand, which I'm okay with.
Optional
Let's see
across.
what we're dealing with. 1, 2, 6. Right. And there's another green. All right. So let's get rid of a 5
5
dot.
dot. 5 crack. 7 crack. 1 bam.
And the east is a single actually in the hands we're looking at here for the flower one with 4 norths, 4 south, 1 west, 1 east. So that could work. In the dragon hand though, it looks like we're only basing ourselves on dragons and flowers. So
5 bam.
we'll see what builds up
9
first
dot.
though, and we'll go from there.
1 dot.
And the concealed hand for dragons as well.
5 dot.
That's what we're looking at. So let's get rid of the
9
9
bam.
here.
1 dot. 9 dot. 5 dot. 1 dot. West.
Not a lot of 2s have gone out,
1
so
bam.
that's interesting.
9 dot.
Okay, and there's another red, so
6 bam.
I think that shows we're
East.
just playing the
6 dot. 9
dragon
crack.
hand. Second one down, 3 flowers, 4 green, 3 red, and then 4 soap, or 4, 4, 3. That's probably how we're going to do it, but just really
7
depends
dot.
on what comes in. These
South.
wins I'm going to keep, though. In
2
case we
dot.
get one, we could maybe
2 dot.
fluctuate around there. Would it really be worth to hold off on these, though? Yeah, it would
4
be.
crack. 3 bam. 7 crack. 7 crack.
All right.
9 crack. North.
We're going to pass.
4 dot. 7 dot.
There's another joker. So, yep, winds
North.
we are getting rid of, and we're playing that second hand
9
down.
crack.
Flowers and dragons.
3 dot. 7 dot. South. Soap.
And we are going to call the soap.
Call.
I think this one is going to be our 3, because if someone's playing a 2021, they'd easily be able to swap a 0 for that, and you know. And this may also show that we're playing the second hand down in 2022, because there's not a lot of 2s out. There's only the 2 dots, so it's a good way to kind of make people
North.
stay on their toes on what we're playing.
3 crack.
For only a little
2
bit
crack.
though, but
7 bam.
7 bam.
7 bam.
Same
5
tile.
bam.
All right.
6 bam. 6 crack.
Okay, 4 dot has not gone out yet. Let's get rid of
West.
the west. So we're going to tuck
9
that one
bam.
behind it.
2 crack.
Actually, 4.
3 bam.
Yeah, 4 cracks gone out. Okay.
4 crack. 9 crack. Red.
And then we are going to call. Well, so that's the thing. Do we call this? I guess, yeah, we have to, right? Yeah, we do.
Call.
Just like thinking there for a second. Let's get
1
rid of the
crack.
1 there.
7 crack.
So
5 bam.
someone definitely is playing with the 4
3 dot.
dots because there's not any 8s. Well, I guess there's the 1 there, but there's not a lot of 8 dots out or 8 of really anything. So maybe any like numbers with 8s could be. Let's get
4
rid of the
dot.
4 though.
5 dot.
6 crack hasn't gone
3
really out
dot.
yet. Okay, there's 1 6 crack.
6 bam. Call.
Oh, okay.
6 dot.
Oh wow, look at those jokers. Oh wow.
East.
They exchanged 2 at
East.
one time. And there's okay, that
6
was
crack.
good. So now we're ready on a
8 dot.
flower or green
Joker.
or red. Ooh.
2 crack.
Uh-oh.
1 bam. 5 crack. 9 bam.
This player's really close.
8 dot. 2 bam. 4 bam. Soap. 9 dot. West. 1 crack.
I'm wondering what they're playing
2
though.
bam.
I'm not too familiar with all the hands,
South.
so it's gonna be a
3 dot.
mystery.
7 dot. Joker.
Oh, another one. Wow.
South.
And there is our Mahjongg.
Mahjongg.
Very good. A lot of jokers there, but we did it. Okay, so 2 4 6 8 2 4. What hand was this? Okay. The bottom hand down again. Wow. Very okay, so that hand might be popular, but so they only needed a 6 bam if I'm looking at this correctly, right? But this player was using them. Oh. So yeah, only a 6 bam on this side. No, the bots don't have any exposures. I believe if the exposure happens on the far right side, it goes on the bottom. It goes like left to right kind of thing. From their perspective. From mine, it would be right on the far right. So, but yeah, okay. So bottom hand, that one's gonna be a really popular one. It looks like because realistically, you only need really singles of 2, 4, and 6, and your 8 is the only hard tile. There's no pairs besides the flowers, which a lot of people get screwed when hands require pairs of numbers and they can't get to them. So that one could be a really popular one this year come around. And then this player was doing the 1 3 5 5 7 9, kind of far away. And then this was a 2 4 4 6 8 hand, pretty self-explanatory there. So let's do another one here. Let's look at what we're dealing with. All right. So it does look like we do have some pairs. We have 2 6s in the cracks and dots, so we're definitely going to get rid of the 1 here. North we're going to keep because of any like numbers. We could do the news hand in Winds and Dragons for any like number news. Let's see. 5, and then 5 and 7. I think that's a safe bet, right? Yeah.
Across.
All right, so there's another 6. Wow, very cool. And a 3. 3, 6, 9 potential. Definitely going to get rid of this 4 bam because we don't really have any 2, 4, 6, 8. And then this 8. Ooh, do I want to keep the 8 or do I want to get rid of it? Let's take a look here at what our options are. Because we still could get some 2s, but again, sixes are pairs in the 2, 4, 6, 8 dragon hand, if I'm not mistaken. So, let's see. Red. Yeah, let's get rid of the north here just because of these other ones. Or actually, well, let's get rid of the 8.
First left.
Okay, and there's a 1, a 7, which we don't want, and then the 8, bam.
Second left.
All right, there's another red. Cool, cool. And a 3, bam. Let's see. 3, 6, dragon, 6, 9. An opposite suit. That's not going to work. So then, do we get rid of this north now, I think? Right. Well, no, technically not, because if we get a couple more wins, we should be solid. This 3 doesn't really do anything at the moment, so let's get rid of that.
Across.
And there's another 3 dot. Wow, if only we had flowers, we could play the bottom hand. But we could do 3, 6, 9, 9, pawn of 9s only. Yeah, they screwed us on that hand. I remember last year, I think it was last year, there was a hand. Let me look at this old card here. Give me 1 second.
Last right. Optional across. One bam. Red. 2 dot. 5 dot. One crack. 3 bam. 1 dot. 9 bam. 2 crack. 3 dot. 1 crack. 1 bam.
Alrighty, sorry about that. Alright, so let's continue. So, a 3 dot just went out. That's okay. That's a singles. If we get a flower. So right now, oh, wait, hold on. Gotta pick a tile. So right now we are aiming for, okay, I'm gonna throw
4
this. I'm gonna
crack.
keep this because wins haven't been going out.
Soap.
We have a 3, 6, 9
8 bam.
dragon potential, but
8
on this
dot.
card they require flowers, which is different to say the least. Or we're gonna aim for that bottom hand. So we're really just looking for flowers at this rate, because or 3, 6, 6, 9. You know, the standard hand, I would say. All right, so there is a dragon of an opposite suit that has kind of relevancy, actually. Well, does it? No. Well, any like numbers with dragons, but they have to be. We would have to have another
West.
number, which I guess could
Green.
build up, maybe. I
4
don't know.
crack.
Probably not. But yeah,
5 crack.
right now we're just aiming at a 3, 6, 9 hand in that category. Yeah, this is Real Mah Jongg. The only reason I'm using this application is because it has the new card. Usually I use the Mahjong Time, I believe it is. Yeah, usually I use that one because the tournaments on there are actually enjoyable, and everyone on there that I play against, I know competes in tournaments, so it really helps me get better at the game. So, ooh, we did get a Joker there. Ooh, this is rough. So, I mean, we need a flower, realistically. um, yeah, I guess, because if we get rid of this, because these are pairs, so we could do sixes, then we'd need more. This is where we're gonna have to pick our decision and just go with it. There's already been one soap out,
Soap.
so let's just go. Let's say
3
screw that
dot.
any like number hand. Okay, there's a 3 dot. We will pass.
2 bam. 4
Okay,
crack.
there's a 9 bam. So that could go with. Let's look at our card here. We could do a. Again, there's so many flowers in the 369 this year. That's kind of a complaint that I already have with it. But if we had the green dragons, we could do 3/6 green, 6/9 and dots. That would be a good hand. But again, with the 9
9
bam,
bam.
I don't see it ever coming
1 dot.
into the hand.
3 dot.
3 dot again. Wow. Okay, so a
2
lot of
bam.
3 dots have gone out. There's another 9. So I guess we'll get rid of the red
Red.
dragon here.
1 crack.
I'm gonna place this 3
Flower.
on the option side.
9 bam.
4 dot hasn't been out yet,
Red.
so let's get rid of the red.
East. Flower.
Flower.
1 dot.
And there's another 9. All right, very nice.
4 dot.
So we're just looking
6
for
bam. 2 crack.
flower, but what do I have? Oh, I
3
have to get
bam.
rid of a 6. If we get a flower, we're on call.
1
So
crack.
realistically, whatever
6
comes
bam.
up.
6 dot.
Okay, so now we have to make a decision. Do we want to wait for a flower or I think we're just gonna call because or is there still a potential for one more? There is. So let's pass.
East.
Because I'm thinking this concealed hand is really the way to go. Because if we get a flower right now, I'm on call. But the only issue I have is drawing a flower. That's really hard to do. It's like drawing a joker basically. But I was thinking of 3/6, 6/9 with dots being the end and these being the beginning. But I still have time in a way since there's one 6 dot remaining. But again, we'll see.
8 crack.
If another 6 dot goes out, I think I'm just gonna
West.
take it.
East.
Because getting a flower is gonna be
West.
hard. There's a 3 bam.
3 bam. 5 dot.
Okay, there's a
2
5
dot.
dot, 2 dot.
4
Okay.
crack.
7 crack has been out, has it? Ooh. I don't think it has been out yet. Well, let's get rid of it.
7 crack. Call.
All right.
2
Ooh,
dot.
very nice. Okay, and there we go. So the fact we just got that joker there means we're definitely going to switch hands. To
3 dot.
3/6, 6/9.
9 dot.
And then we are going to
Call.
that. Now we are
9
getting
crack.
closer to our hand.
8 dot.
Oh,
8
wow.
crack.
They had 2 of them.
Flower.
Very nice. Okay. Let's get rid of the 9
9
here.
crack. Green.
4
4 dot.
there it goes. Okay.
5 dot. 4 dot.
Ooh, 7 bam
9
hasn't been
crack.
out either. Uh-oh.
3 crack.
Okay, so we're gonna
Call.
call this one, and then now we're on call for a 6 dot.
7 bam. Call. 4 dot.
So they're doing the one with the dragons. So they need green and soaps, but there's 1 green and 2 soaps. Okay.
8 bam. Mahjong.
Oh, wow. Look at that. That's a nice hand. Very nice. So we have a quint hand. It looks like it's the 4th one down. We got 4 flowers, 5 numbers, and then 5 numbers. Very nice. And then this player, it looks like, again, yep, we called it correctly. They were pretty far off, though, because they were missing 2 pairs, and they were missing a lot of the 7 dots, because they needed, I think, 1 more joker there. So, yeah, kind of far hand, far-fetched, but good shot. And it looks like this player was doing news at the top. But yeah, wow, very nice. And then they basically self-picked it because they got an exchange. They picked up a 3 cracks, so very nice. All right, let's go again. We can only see exposures on computer 3 during play. Oh, yeah, yeah. So, wait. You can only see exposures on computer 3 during play. Now can see all. Computer 3. I don't. Who is doing dragons? We can only see exposures on computer 3 during play. Now can see all. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, to see what they're doing. Exactly. So I knew they were doing 5 or any like numbers with 7s because when I saw the exposure of 7 7, my head just jumped straight to that. Again, there is a fair justifiable reasoning to claim that they were also on the 5 7 7 9 hand as well. But again, I just jumped to that hand because it's new on the card, and I just want to think people are playing that. But yeah, that I didn't really have any justification. I just assumed. I think they were also passing. They might have also passed some 5s or 9s. I'm not paying too much attention to what other people are passing at the moment because I'm trying to learn the card myself, and that's what I'm focusing on at the moment. But yeah, very likely they could have been doing 5 7 7 9, but just because of the hand being new in the card, I just assumed that's what they were doing. So, um, what was the hand I last? Oh gosh, there might have been an actual better reason. Let me um, what was the good reasoning? Um, so yeah, you know what? 5 7 7 9. There were 3 9 cracks out at the end, and they didn't call any of those. So that was maybe one potential thing that I looked at. I also noticed that I had the 9 dots, so the 5s would have been used obviously because 5 7. But I just looked at the dragons and the fact that they weren't out yet means probably they got passed around. But Yeah, again, that would have been hard to call. It was just kind of a lucky call, I would say, on my part, just to, knowing what they're playing. So, oh, does it block the call part of computer one? Oh, does it really? Oh, I see. I see what you mean. All right. This chat box, I think what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to remove it. Just so we don't have any interruptions with any of the calls, the tiles, anything like that for the remainder of the games. So hopefully that's all right with everyone. But yeah, it's kind of hard, really. The way they have this one laid out is, you can't really, the chat box really doesn't have a spot on this one. So probably should have removed it. But next hand looks like 2468, 2468. Seems like a good pattern here. So we'll get rid of our odds. We do have some potential for 2022, but not really looking at that at the moment. So let's get rid of all of the odd tiles that we have because, again, news with any like
Across.
numbers. All right, what did we pick up? Okay, so we got a 3 crack. That could fit in there nicely. Question is, do we want to keep this north and bank on anything, or do we want to get rid of it? 2468. Yeah, if you view, so that's the issue I have with the with the live chat is like when I'm live streaming, if you have it in full, like if you like full screen it, there's a button on the live chat that you can like hit X on, and like if you click on the screen, there's like two little chat boxes. That will disable it as well. But yeah, it's just always an issue with that, like positioning it and stuff. So, um, but yeah, the north doesn't really seem like it would have any relevance in this case. If I had more
First
wind,
left.
potentially, but ooh, there we go. Okay, so we did pick up an 8 here, which is nice. 2424, maybe 2468 concealed. We would need some flowers though for sure, but it is possible to get that. 2468, any con of like numbers, we could do that as well. That is an option. Um, yeah, that's really about it. Maybe 246888, 246888, 246888. The only issue is we'd need flowers in that case anyway. So 2468 dragon could do that as well. So I think we want to get rid of this 8 dot, and then crap. Probably the soap. Well, that really eliminates anything potential wise from doing any hand on the card. 24468. 24. Let's rearrange these here. 24468. Ah, wow. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to get rid of this 8. I think that's a good bet there. Yeah.
Second left.
All right, so we got 1, a green, and a 9. The green doesn't really do anything. Yeah, I think this we're
Across.
gonna see what builds, and oh, nothing's building. Oh my lord. Yeah, it was really hard to say because we need flowers for like any of these hands to really work. Unless we play that one, which is just 2, 4, 4, 6, 8. But I'm not getting really anything
Last
that
right.
builds up to that at the moment, so which is unfortunate. Um, let's see. Yeah, Roberta, that's what I'm thinking. A 2, 4 crack, 4, 6 bam, 8 dot. Um, but again, I didn't want to get rid of the 8 because flowers. But I guess we
Optional across.
optional across. Well, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, we could do. Yeah, then that gets fours wouldn't be used there, so we're not gonna do that. Do I want to get rid of the green here? I feel like I don't. Let's just do 2. All right, and there's a 4, so that is not what we needed, but we'll take it.
1 bam.
So probably 2, 4, 4,
6
6,
bam.
8.
7 dot.
But again,
7
we'll
dot.
just see where the tiles land. We'll play accordingly. Oop, sorry about that. All right,
7 crack.
so let's get rid of the 7
8 bam.
there. We could do
3
2,
crack.
4, 6, 8 dragon as
9 bam.
well. And there's a joker. So yeah, I think this dragon hand actually is looking more promising because just of how our tiles are lined up. Let's get rid of the because that's a pair. Let's get rid of a 4
4
here.
crack. 6 crack.
The only reason I did
2
that
dot.
was because the 2 is our
8
pair.
bam.
And there's an 8. That's the second one out already. Yikes. Well, this is where we have to make our decision because we're really far off from. Well, that's really the only exposure is 8 in the dragon at the moment, from what I'm seeing here. And then 2, 4, 4 would be a pair anyways, and we'd be far off there. I think we just call this here and just
Call.
hope we get lucky. The only thing is that if we didn't call it, we could have waited, but with this 8 hand, the 2, 4, 4, 6, 8, it just wouldn't. We're super far away from that too, so I'm assuming maybe our Charleston passes weren't the best. Can't really remember what we passed.
4 crack.
But yeah, it was just hard because we didn't have flowers.
Call. 1 dot. 1 bam. 5 dot.
Okay, so 1 crack is there. Ooh. Okay, so maybe they need the 2. So
East. 7 dot. 5 dot.
let's let the game go a little bit there.
3 crack. 3 dot. Call.
Oh.
4 dot.
All right, so they called the 3.
5 dot.
Could keep the 8 for any number, my lord. Wow.
6 dot. 9 dot. 7 bam.
And the sad part is I don't think that flower will do anything for us.
9 dot.
So let's get rid of the name tiles here.
7 bam.
Ooh. So probably in the consecutive run or the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 category. Could be a 3, 6, 9 hand as well, but with all these 9s going out and they have the 3s, it's unlikely, but it is possible. Yeah, because you see 2, 3 cracks are out and a 6, unless they're doing opposites, which I don't know is that an option. With a pun of dragons, it is not. They could be doing a wind hand as well with dragons, so we'll keep an eye out on them. So here's a 9, and just trying to remember.
9 crack.
Let's get.
Call.
Oh,
9 dot.
wait. What? What are they doing? Because I see a 9. Oh, so maybe they're doing the my favorite hand in consecutive run, or the 5. Oh, it can be 5, 7, 9. So yeah, so they have 4 flowers, 7 crack, 2 8 cracks, 3 9s, and then 3 dragons. Yep, or 7, 7, 8, 8. I'm sorry, I was looking at that one from a distance. So yeah, this 8 crack we're definitely gonna get rid of
8 crack.
now.
1 dot. Call. Flower. Call.
Oh,
2 crack.
oh my lord. Do you see
Flower.
this? It's
6
crazy.
dot.
Look at all these jokers.
2 bam. 4 dot. Flower. 9 dot.
We drew flowers
2
this
dot.
game. That's so crazy.
East.
4 dot.
4 dot. South. 8 dot. 2 dot.
Okay, I think we can exchange that now that we I don't know why I didn't do that earlier. I think I was just missing out on it. So let's see. So we got 1 dot, 1 crack. Let's get rid of a 9
9
bam.
bam. Soap. 2 dot.
And this is a north. Let's get rid
North.
of it.
6 crack. 6 bam. 9 bam.
All right. Okay, so there's another good pickup. Let's get rid of the
5
5
crack.
here.
6 bam. 6 dot. 2 bam.
Oh, they're pure. Wow. Oh, wow, and they got it too. Unfortunate. Uh, couldn't really tell if they were close or not, but I just had to throw it right there and then, because if we were trying to win, we had to throw it earlier than later. If we were playing in a tournament, really, it just I don't know. That's like the risk part is like you could hold it and play defense, or you could throw it and hope they don't have it. But they had it, so very nice. This player was doing a 1-3-5. Don't know. I think they were missing 3 bands. This player was doing news. And they had 1 cracks up though, so I think they were trying to do any like numbers, the news any like number hand on this card under the winds and dragons with ones, and then news. So very nice. But yeah, once I saw that 7, I was like, oh no. But they had it, so very nice. How many 7s were out? I think they had 1, I had 1, they had 1, and then I think there was already 1 out, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yep, 1 out right there. So very good. I think we got 1 more game in us. Yeah, we got 1 more. Let's do 1 more. Let's make it count. Alrighty. So 2 flowers, which is a good start. A lot of winds and dragons. Pairs of 6s. Looks like 7 bam we can get rid of. Let's see. Let's get rid of the 9 there, and then the east. Let's actually keep that 9 and let's pass the south.
Across.
All right, so there is a 6 dot, which is nice, and a 4. So we're just looking really for twos at the moment here now. In order to get the party started with 246-888. So 4 bam I think we're going to get rid of here though, because there's nothing really building up for that. If we keep the 5 dot, we could have potential with that 456, but we build around our pairs there. If we keep the 9, that would be a good one to keep as well. These dragons, I don't really know what I'm doing with yet at the moment, so
First left.
green, and then we're gonna get rid of the soap.
Second left.
And it looks like we picked up a flower. Oh, okay. That is wow. Not didn't expect that one to happen. But again, really doesn't really boost up our hand at all. Getting that 456, we just need a 5 bam or 5 crack. I'm sorry, to get that with the red. So I guess we'll just get rid of those and see where it takes us.
Cross.
All right, and there's another 4 dot. So cool beans. I don't think that 246-888. Not really. Could just do the simple hand at the bottom, but yeah, these dragons, we're gonna get rid of the red here.
Last right.
All right, so there's that. So 4 bam, south. And then, let's think here. Green, if we get rid of greeny, then we can't do that, but we have 3 flowers. So, yeah, let's get rid of that.
Optional across.
Optional across. Okay, well, there's a 5, so we should have kept that soap, darn it. That would have been really nice. So 4 south, and then, well, do we get rid of the 8 here and just play 4, 5, 6 and dots? I think that's, yeah, let's do it. All right. So nothing really to help us
1
here,
bam.
so yeah, we're
8
all over
bam.
the place here.
East.
This is the luxury of having a
East.
new Mahjong card in my hand. I'm all over the place. That might be nice. Let's keep the 3. Let's
7
get rid of
bam.
the 7. 8's been out
4
already.
bam. 2 dot. Red.
And there's a 1. We'll keep that.
8 bam. South. Red. Soap.
Yeah, if we kept the soap, we would have been in a better spot, honestly. 246-888, 246. Let's get rid of the 3 bam
3 bam.
here.
2 bam.
I'm just trying to think about where
2
we're gonna
crack.
line up on this hand.
3 crack.
There's a 9.
9 crack.
Don't need it.
1 dot.
Yeah, if this was your
North.
guys' hand, where would you be looking at right
West.
now? To tell you quite honestly, I don't know where I'm looking. I'm thinking about a potential 246-888, but then 2 dots really didn't come around. So then now I'm thinking 456, and if we had the soap, we'd be in a better spot. Oh, and there's another flower. Okay. But this 1 dot, don't think that does anything.
1 dot.
So we'll get rid of it now. So maybe 4,
5
5,
dot.
6 with all those flowers. But again, they only take 2. So, we could do 4 flowers and then do 4, 5, but without jokers, that's going to be a big stretch. So we'll pass on the 5
4
there.
bam. West.
There's a 5 bam.
5 bam. South.
I think our best bet here is to just
South. 7 dot.
oh, 246,888. There's that. 246, and that really doesn't get us anywhere either. Do I get rid of the 2?
2 crack.
Yeah.
Flower. 9 dot. 4 crack.
And again, it's probably the Charleston. My passes probably weren't the strongest. Okay, and there's a keeper, but where are we gonna put you is the question. 4, 5, 6, 7. We could maybe try and get 7s and cracks. Potentially that would work. Let's just get rid of the 4 here.
4 crack. 6 dot.
Okay, so that's 4, 5, 6, and again we can't pick up the 6 because it's too
2 bam.
too soon to call out what we're doing.
North.
Okay, there's another north.
North. 1 crack. 3 dot. North.
There's another flower. Wow. So maybe any like numbers with 6 is going to be the move. Because there's not really or 4 flowers. So I mean, I guess let's
8
just get rid of
crack.
the 8s there.
8 dot.
So there's
East.
1 6 dot out already.
Green.
There's a 7. So 4, 5, 6, 7. We could do, you know what I'm thinking? We could do the consecutive run 5, 6 flower, which actually probably would be the best hand for us. Yeah, let's build.
7
Let's
crack.
build there.
Flower.
Okay, so we are going to call this
Call.
flower. So we're gonna do a new one. We're gonna do the second hand down. We're gonna do 5, 6, and we're going to sacrifice
4 dot. 5
that.
bam.
Okay.
3 bam. 8 dot.
Yeah.
4 dot. Soap. 7 dot. 8 crack.
And there's another flower. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, there's nothing we can do with it, so.
Flower. 4 crack. 6 dot.
But the fact that there are a ton of flowers means there is going to be a lot more potential for jokers with flowers, which gives you even less of a reason to throw them out early
3
on.
bam.
All right, so 3 bam just
3
went out.
bam.
Let's get rid of it.
5 dot.
All right, and then this one we're going to have to
Call.
call. Then we're just going to have to hopefully wait until...
5 bam. Mahjong.
Oh, we just threw into a winning hand. Okay, well that actually takes the stress off of our hand. So they were doing 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. Bottom hand consecutive run concealed. Very nice. This player was doing any like numbers with 9s and dragons. Looks like they were playing. Yep, so they were pretty close. And then obviously computer 3, our winner, had this hand, and then top hand was 2, 4, 6. They were all over the place from what it looks like. They had some potential maybe with your hand, but they didn't get any soap. So yeah, so I think that about wraps it up for tonight. Like I said, I will be posting the video for my card analysis hopefully by the end of the night. If not tonight, tomorrow it definitely will be on the channel. So make sure to tune in for that. As well, I believe next week we're going to, or maybe even Friday, hopefully Friday. Well, yeah, Friday, yeah, Friday's not a good day. Um, Next week on Monday or Tuesday, we'll be doing a live stream, hopefully with Mahjong time. If they update their system by then, which I'm assuming it should be. Um, and then that will have more competitive play, and hopefully by then we'll know the card better, and then we'll make less mistakes, and maybe even have a trick or two up our sleeve that we can, I can help y'all out with. But other than that, I will be signing off here. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. And then next week, Monday or Tuesday should be the live stream. And then be on the lookout on my Facebook page. It's just the channel name. That'll be where the update is first, but I'll also try and make an event for other Facebook pages as well, so you don't miss out. If you do subscribe and turn on the post notification bell,